Hey guys, Eric here with Fit Ministry with our workout for the month of September. It's our warrior workout. This is one of my favorites. It doesn't take a lot of time, but it's a ball buster. So we're going to actually go through this today, the exercise and the format for this. We're going to start off with 50 reps of front squats. Now this is the format. We're going to put this here. You're going to put your dumbbells on your shoulder, and I recommend having something behind you like a bench in this case. And we're going to sit down and touch that. I like doing these box squats out because it gets my hips back and I make sure I get to depth. I'm going to put my weight in my heels, push my knees out, and drive up. I'm going to use a tempo as fast as I can with control. Now here's how this program works. I'm going to talk about it here in the first exercise. You got 50 reps, but you're not going to knock out 50 reps in a row. You're probably going to get to about 20, 25 reps, and then you're going to start to feel you're leaning forward or it's not going down as deep, and then that's when you set the dumbbells down, shake out a little bit, 10, 15 seconds, pick them up, and then knock out however many more reps you can. A lot of times it's going to take you 2 or 3 chunks of reps to get to your 50 reps. So you're going to go as many as you can with good form, rest 10 to 15 seconds, another chunk, and then once you hit 50 reps, then you move to the next exercise. So then you're going to go to the next exercise, which will be push-ups. Just a quick review, good push-up form. This is not a push-up. This is a push-up. 90-degree elbows, pinch your shoulder blades, brace your abs, head centered, coming down, driving up. Good breathing tip, inhale on the way down, exhale, blow out on the way up. So push-ups once again, and I would recommend with push-ups, stop when you're about 2 to 3 reps of complete failure. If you go to complete failure where you do a face plant, it's going to take you a lot longer to get to that 50 reps, especially with push-ups. So just a little tip for that. The next one we're going to do is going to be rows. So I'm going to grab dumbbells, and I'm going to stick my butt out. Got a trainer running through, that's okay.
No problem.
Butt back, chest out, eyes focused on the floor, and we're going to alternate like 2 pistons. Notice I have a flat back. I'm not rounded like this, so I might need to get in a mirror to make sure I'm nice and flat. And I'm going to alternate my elbows tight, 90 degrees, using my upper back, not my arms. So alternating 50 times each side. That's number 3. Next one we're going to do is we're going to go to the wall. And we're going to go deadlifts. So we're going to walk here, feet wide. I'm going to put my butt on the wall. I'm going to use a pretty heavy weight here. I want to use a pretty heavy dumbbell, probably 50 pounds or better. Grab here, arms straight, push my hips forward, squeeze my glutes. Coming down, drive up, hips forward, squeeze my glutes. Notice I'm not bending my elbows, lifting with my arms. It's all happening right here. And by hitting the wall, my hips and pushing my hips forward is going to force me to use my glutes and hamstrings instead of dominating with my low back. We're going to do 50 of those. Next thing we do is called a suitcase sit-up. So you can do these on the floor, but I prefer a bench. You're going to get right here, and you're going to come out, extend, and then pull in. Out, extend, hold, and pull in. We're going to do 25 of those in that slow, controlled fashion. That's your ab one. Your next one is going to be called a cross press. This is a different one. I had to look at my cheat sheet. There's so many exercises in this thing. Cross press goes like this. Take your dumbbells, fairly light dumbbells. This isn't using big dumbbells, probably 10, 15, 20 pounds maybe max is what you're going to use. You're going to do 25 aside, but you're going to bend down at your hips. Turn, cross, press. Come in, press, press. It's kind of like your shot putting side to side, but you want to drive this movement through your hips. So you're going to do 25 each side, and then you're going to move to band pull aparts. And I have underhand band pull aparts for 50, so this will help you catch your breath after the cross presses. You're going to pull here, make sure it's tension here, pull here, make sure your head's not coming forward like a chicken neck, good posture, hold 50 of those. All right, this doesn't look like a lot, but this is tough, so use a fairly light piece of tubing or band. That's the next one. Then we're going to go to reverse lunges. You can do them with or without dumbbells. Get nice and tall in the spine. We're going to step back. Weight is on the front heel here in the leg. Drive forward, step back, drive forward with the front leg. 25 each side. Okay? And then for our final 2, we got a little more ab work. We're going to take and do ab bicycles. So make sure we're not grabbing our head. This is a good one for this. We're gonna go 50 aside. I'm gonna drive this leg out, turn. Drive this leg out, turn. See how I'm extending all the way? And I wanna go fairly fast. If I go too slow, I'm gonna feel a drag in my hips and my abs. So 50 aside there. And then the last one we're gonna do is, you can do this with a dumbbell or a kettlebell. I'm gonna use a dumbbell in this case. And I'll do a kettlebell too. Probably 20 to 35 pounds will be sufficient here for most guys. But you can do the dumbbell here, the movement's the same. I'm gonna swing it. I'm throwing it with, catching with my hips. I'm not using my low back. I'm just gonna work that up. Kettlebell is just a little different. I like a kettlebell better. If you have a kettlebell, just grab an overhand here. Notice how I'm keeping my back straight and all the movement. I'm not lifting with my arms, I'm throwing it up with my hips. You're gonna do 50 of those. So remember, the format is, you're gonna do each exercise, it's either 50 or 25, but you're gonna keep going in chunks until you complete the reps of that exercise. You're gonna rest 10 to 15 seconds between chunks. So try to move through it as quickly as possible. You'll see in the progression, we add reps. The weeks after the first week, we break you in the first week, and then the last we're gonna add weight where you can. So this one will kick your butt. This is great metabolic strength training. It's a great way to start working on losing body fat, especially if you have a little extra chub from summer vacations and cabin trips. Go to it. There's your warrior workout. We'll see you next month.